Hey everyone and welcome to the club. Today I'll be showing you how to draw Night Witch from Clash Royale. I'm going to get started in the center of our face with a dot. This is the tip of the hood. Now from this point I want to curve up and out towards the left. We're going to do the same thing on the right side, so curving up and out towards the right. Let's move to either side and draw on the eyes. So on the left side, I'm going to start on the outside and curve down and in. Leaving a little gap on the inside. We're going to do the same thing on the right, starting from the inside, curving up and out. Now I'm going to take these points and curve them down towards the bottom of the eye and then back in towards the inside. Starting on the left, we'll curve down, pull that in, do the same thing on the right side. Just above the eyes, we're going to draw an eyebrow. So stepping up, we're just going to follow that same curve of the upper eye, coming in, do the same thing on the right side. Now just below this point, we're going to step down and draw a V for the tip of the nose. And then just below the nose, we're going to draw the mouth. So we're going to start with a curve from left to right. And then we're going to draw an upper lip. Starting on the left side, we're going to do a little overlap. So stepping in, curving up towards the middle, down, and then flattening out towards the right. Let's draw on the bottom lip. So from the left side, we're just going to curve below the mouth, coming down, and back up on the right side. Let's draw in the sides of the hood. So from this point on the left, we're going to curve down and just aim towards the mouth. Curving around the eye, and then just pulling that back in. We'll do the same thing on the right. Curving around the eye, and then pulling that in. From here, we're just going to angle out the collar of the hood, coming down. Now from here, let's tuck in the chin underneath the hood. So below the mouth, right down here, we're going to draw a little point. From this point, we're going to curve up and out. Just below that point there on the left, do the same thing on the right side. Now these 2 points here, we're going to curve down and in towards the collar. Starting from the left side, curve down and in towards the middle. We're going to do the same thing on the right, curving up and out towards the right. Let's add the neck and shoulders in this area here. So just on either side of the chin, we draw 2 short lines coming down. Now we're going to do an overlap for the shoulders. On the left side, we're going to step up, curve out towards the left, and then on the right. We're just going to add a little bit of a shirt collar on the inside. So just following these 2 curves just on the inside edge, down towards the bottom, then back up on the right side. From here, we're going to move up above the eyes and just draw the top curve of the head. So starting up at the top on the left, we're going to curve up and down towards the right. Now from here, I want to curve down around the inside edge of the hood, but we're going to pull this in towards the middle. So starting on the left side, we're going to curve around, and then just pull this in towards the center. Do the same thing on the right. Starting from the top, go around, and then just taper it in towards the center. Now let's add the trim around the hood. So we're just going to basically follow this curve all the way to the top on the inside. Down towards the middle. Now we're going to curve up towards the right. Now we're going to follow these down around the eyes and in towards this point. So going out towards the side, pulling this in, leaving a little gap. We'll do the same thing on the right. And down. Now we're going to take these points and just follow the same angle towards the outside. In the middle, we're just going to add a little seam. So right in the center, at the very top, we're going to pull a straight line down towards the bottom. Now let's go in and layer in the shoulders. So in line with the shoulder in behind the hood, right up here, we're going to curve out towards the left. Do the same thing on the right. Now we're going to curve the sides of the body down towards the waist, right about here. Left side, we're going to curve down and in. On the right, do the same thing, curving down and in. Now before I draw on the belt, I want to draw on the large belt buckle here. So we're going to start with a circle right in the middle. We're going to draw a smaller circle in the inside. Now we're going to add a little bit of detail to the buckle. Starting on the left side, we're going to curve up, and then on the right, we're going to curve up. On the bottom, we're going to do the reverse, curving down on either side. Now we're going to connect the top and bottom with a curve, working our way around the center circle. Now let's connect these 2 points with a curve for the top of the belt in behind the buckle. Curving down, back up on the right side. On these corners, we're going to just pull a straight line coming down to the side of the belt. Then we'll curve this back in behind the buckle. Now in the middle here, I just want to add 2 vertical lines side by side. One on the left of center, and then one on the right. Let's continue working our way down the legs, and she's got this torn edge of her dress. So starting on the left side, we're going to curve out the hips, come down, flare it out, and then pull it down. We're going to go to the right side and do the opposite. So we're going to curve out the hips, come in, going out, and then down. Now we're just going to rip up the bottom edge of the dress. So from this point, I'm going to curve up, so it's tapering up. We'll add a little torn edge here, curving down. I'm going to swirl around like a half circle. I'm going to square off the end, straight line. Now we're going to work our way up the dress. So curving in and up. Now we're going to work our way back, just following that same curve, coming down to right about there. We're going to pull this back up. Continue over towards the right side. Going down further. We're going to go back up. Come down again. Now we just want to square off this end with an angled line. I'm going to curve this back up. Now let's go in the opposite direction. Let's curve down in the opposite direction. Pull that back up. Now I'm going to work my way towards the side. Curving down. Now I'm going to connect those 2 points with a little curve. Going up and then down. Up in here, I'm just going to add a little hole in the dress, so straight line, curving down, from the top, angling out, and then curving down towards that point. I want to add a little bit of the back side of the dress underneath these flaps. So right here, I'm going to curve down, and pull that back up. We'll add one over here. So right up here, I'm going to curve down, go straight across, and then pull that back up. Now I can add probably one more over here, curve down, and then just taper that back up. Let's move over towards the left side and draw on this arm. So I'm going to start with the upper arm first. Starting from the corner of the shoulder, we're going to curve out and then down. We step down and draw on the inner part of the arm. So curving down. Now we're going to draw the edge of the glove. So from this point, I'm just going to curve across, over, and just extending beyond the side of the arm. Now we're going to take these 2 points and curve them in towards the wrist. Starting from the outside, curve in. Going to this point, I want to go a little bit narrower as I come in towards the wrist. Coming to there. Let's add a little trim. So just taking that same curve, just drawing it below it. Now we're going to add in the hand. So I'm going to have our hand just sort of relax this way. So we're going to start with the thumb. From this point of the wrist, we're going to curve down. And we'll just pull that back up. Now we're going to wrap the fingers coming around this way. Starting from the top of the thumb, we're going to curve around the thumb, round out the finger, and pull that back up. Now we're going to layer the fingers in behind. So we're going to step down here, come down a little, pull that back up, and one final finger, we're going to step down here, curving around, and then we'll pull this right up towards the wrist. Now for the right arm, I'm going to have her holding her scepter. So we're going to start with the shoulder part first. Starting up here at this point, we're going to come down with a straight line. Come down. We're going to step in and draw the inner part of the arm. Now I want the thickness of the arm to be the same. So we're going to draw a straight line coming down to right about there. Take this point and curve the outer edge of the glove, coming down just past that line like that. Now we're going to go in towards the wrist. From the top, we're going to curve down and over. From this point, we're going to curve in, so it's going to get narrower as we come in towards the wrist. To right there. We're going to add that little trim at the top of the glove. Now we're going to add the hand. So we're going to start with the thumb first. Starting here, we're going to step down, do a little overlap, going up, down, and then we're just going to pull this up about halfway along that curve. Right here, we're just going to hook this back in towards the middle of the wrist. Now let's layer the fingers. Right beside the thumb here, we're going to start with an oval, the first finger. Now we're going to layer the fingers in behind. So starting on the bottom edge of this finger, we're going to curve out, and then down in behind the thumb. We'll add one more finger, curving around, then in behind the thumb. Now we're going to have to add the shaft of the scepter in behind the fingers. So right above the hand, we're going to draw two vertical lines. One in behind the thumb, stepping over, draw the same line. I want to continue these two lines all the way down towards the bottom of the staff. So just following this line down below the thumb, and then pulling the pen towards us. Do the same thing on the outside. We're going to round out the bottom, connecting these 2 points with a curve. Now I'm going to go around this with an oval. Starting from this corner, we're going to go out, and back around towards the right side. We're going to do that again. Starting at the bottom, curving around. Now we're going to add a big sphere at the bottom here. So a circle around the bottom like that. And we'll add a little point. So a little V along the bottom. Back towards the wrist, we're going to take this point and curve in behind the staff. Now let's draw on the top of the scepter. So from here, we're going to draw a little curve, almost like we did down here, starting at the top left, curving around those 2 lines, and then back up. I'm going to connect those 2 points with a curve. Now from these corners, I just want to curve out. Just a little arc going outwards. We're going to go straight up the sides. Now I'm going to connect those 2 points with another curve coming down and up on the right. Take these 2 points and curve up in towards the point. Going up, then we'll come down on the right side. Now let's add the little blades on the side here. So from this corner, I'm going to curve up and out towards the left. I'm going to curve down to about the same height as the bottom here. So going out towards the left and pulling it down to there. Take this point and curve in behind the center. Now I'm going to take that and flip it over so that the long point comes downwards. So I'm going to start at this point up here, curving up to match the length of this line. Now we're going to curve down the outside, down towards the bottom. Now we're going to pull that up towards this bottom point here. Now let's add a little blade edge. So we're going to take this curve and just duplicate it on the inside on the left. Same thing on the right. Now we're going to add in the cape in behind the body. So we start underneath this arm, curve out, around the arm and the hand, and just pull it down. Do the same thing over here. So just underneath the arm, we're going to curve around and then down. I want to connect these 2 points with a curve, but it's going to go in behind the body. Starting on the left side, we'll curve up behind the body and continue it on the right side. We're just going to fill these ends in here with black. Filling in both sides, and that's pretty much it. There we have it. There's the Night Witch from Clash Royale. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. If you did, please make sure you subscribe and check out our Clash of Clans playlist. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.